one of the earliest decisions people make coming into design is, what are you gonna do? And for me, when I was young, I wanted to just draw, okay? And that translated into me wanting to do logos. And then that translated into me wanting to actually make t-shirts. Now, by no means having design theory and design, classes and stuff like that a requirement for you to make t-shirts, okay? I mean, it is good for you to know, like, layout, lines, color, and stuff like that. How to actually, navigate around like Illustrator and stuff like that. But once again, that's just stuff that you can learn on your own. For me, I just decided that, I knew how to do this stuff, and, being able to tell a story and tell a message in a logo can also be translated well into like t-shirts designs, because that's usually what people do anyways, is they'll get the logo and then they'll put that on a t-shirt or something like that. And if it looks good on a t-shirt, then it looks good everywhere for me. That's how I feel, at least. And I know I'm just, pointing out the similarities between logo design and t-shirt design or whatnot, but there are so much stuff that you can learn from doing the two or whatnot, and being able to blend them in and just making something better than what's already out there. Because I mean, we all seen those iron-on t-shirts or whatnot that has just letters on it and whatnot, and it's not visually pleasing, but it just says something. And as a designer, you shouldn't just want it to just say something, you want it to actually mean something as well. So in this one here, I took one lyric from a song or whatnot. It goes, raindrop, drop top, okay? And instead of it just saying raindrop, drop top, I kind of isolated the text and I got rid of the A, and I put in an actual raindrop or whatnot. And I just wanted to be a little bit creative with that. So don't let these pictures fool you. I did sketch this out before I kind of like, put it up on Illustrator or anything like that before I went to Illustrator. And I know a lot of people get kind of annoyed with my process because I like to show the grid lines on my artboards and stuff like that. I know it probably looks bad on your cell phone or on your computer or anything like that, but for me, I like to see those grid lines because on my actual paper, I use a composition book that has those grid lines on it. So whenever I'm drawing on that paper, it just translates better onto Illustrator for me because I can actually see the plan that goes out. I can see the design work. Get it? You can see the design work on a design paper. But then again, this is just kind of a small example of what I'm trying to explain to you guys, where, yeah, you can have text and you can have images, but you can't just have text. Like, you just can't just have a t-shirt that has all text. I mean, it's cool to have it, but let's make something that's, visually pleasing and it actually follows the message without it being said 100%. This is what this is, We're not working at Disney. We're not working at, Sony that says Sony 100% of the time on everything that it says. We're not working at Compaq. We instead are doing something symbolic. We're actually bringing in elements that actually mean something. We're actually doing something that says this is what it is. And people will be like, oh, I get it. And that's an actual awesome thing. So in this one that I'm doing here now, it's just another piece of the line. I'm actually doing 3 lines from the song going out. I didn't get to the 3rd line because my computer crashed. But on this one here, I wanted to make a picture that said smoking on cookie in a hot box without actually having to say it. So it's kind of like now I'm getting more into like the design work of actual t-shirt design, because now people can see this and be like, I like this. I know what it means, and it's kind of cool to see. Like, we're not saying, smoking on like actual reefer and anything like that, or smoking on weed and stuff like that. We're actually saying smoking on cookie. And yeah, I didn't get you won't see the actual full design of it until like the end of this or whatnot. But this actually makes sense for me, And like I said, there was some more elements that I put in that you probably won't see. It'll be like smoke lines and stuff like that. And I think I glowed the edges just so you guys can see that it's a hot box, okay? But this is what I mean about t-shirt design, logo design, and messaging, because the message is there, even though it doesn't have to say it blatantly like it does in the song or anything like that. Because then if it is, then we're doing things like copyright, and we're dealing with things like issues where people couldn't wear this shirt where they wanted to because it's blatantly saying things that people don't like and get offended by and all that stuff. You want to be cordial in what you're doing. So in this here, I just wanted to make sure that you guys could see that the actual symbol of it, like the symbolism behind it, is what the song is saying, even though it's saying, you know, smoking on cookies in a hot box. That can be interpreted in any type of way. So that's what I wanted to do today on this. This is kind of like something that I want to do every Saturday. You know, it's probably, I wanted to do it live, but I couldn't get it, you know, live because I had things to do this weekend or whatnot. I'm so sorry about that, because I wanted to start advertising that. Like, I want people to come in, you know, get the back end of what I'm doing, you know, like as a t-shirt designer, as a designer and all. You know, I want people to know that, you know, there's a lot of thought process and going out on what we're putting out on like t-shirts and stuff like that. And within watching these live videos that I'm going to be making and stuff like that, you can get that actual access behind the scene type deal. So then you can listen to me and you can get tips from other designers, because that's kind of the community that's in it. Like, t-shirt design is this community in its own, okay? And those designers and those people who want to start like businesses in t-shirt design and stuff like that, you'll be able to network with those t-shirt designers or whatnot and get that like professional help that you probably need. Like, I understand that some people feel like t-shirt design is the easiest thing to do, but it's not really. And now you can actually get like that lesson from people, or you can, you know, talk to people who actually done this. You can talk to me, and I've done this plenty of times before, okay? Not only that, you'll be able to actually suggest t-shirt designs in my actual stream and stuff like that. And I'll be pulling hopefully 5 from the stream. That's something that I want to do, and it'll be like every Saturday at 8 p.m. You know, I didn't get to do it this time because I had other things to do that was kind of a little bit more important. But if you come to the stream, like I said, you get behind the scene access. You'll be able to suggest designs and get that design live, and you'll be able to talk to industry people, like people who's actually been doing this, and get tips from them and tricks and stuff like that. You'll also be able to talk to me, and I'll tell you what type of art or what type of files that you need to send to like vendors and stuff like that for them to print it and all that. And don't worry about me, like, you know, selling your design ideas and stuff like that. I'm not going to sell them. I'm not going to put them on a t-shirt and sell them on the internet or anything like that. I will sell it back to you though if you want it. It'll just be $10. So you'll be able to get your design and you'll be able to sell it whenever you want to. It's just for $10. It's not a problem with me. However, this is a very good time to stop this video because it's been going on for a long. I've been ranting and stuff like that. However, I want you guys to comment in the box below and we can continue this conversation. The designs that I'm doing here and any designs that I'm doing going forward can be bought or whatnot on the internet. Well, except for the ones that you guys put in the chat box during the live streaming like that. I'm not going to sell that, like I said. However, those that, you know, I've done before and the ones that I'm going to do now going forward and all that stuff, they will be in the store online where you can buy them. And that little bit of information will be in the description box below. Thank you guys for coming out and watching this video. I'm glad that you guys are being able to interact with me and stuff like that. I definitely will have another video up on Monday describing the SEO thing that I told you about the last video. Like I said, this is an in-between video, so that will be out on Monday. I'll catch you guys then, all right? Thank you, and I will talk to you later.